Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Danielson. Danielson was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Danielson. He's got Toll. He's scored!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. Milan clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Well, we expected better, and so did he.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And he's straight offside. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Danielson. Oh, that's fabulous. And that's definitely not his best. Oh, well played, well sorted out. David Villa.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
Del Piero, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. That pass has been... Torres! Missed by a fraction. Mbappe. Roberto Carlos kept his eye on it, and he's there. Well, that's beautifully weighted.
Milan are totally dominant in the middle of the park, and no way...
Oh, here's a chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Cleared without complication. Header! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Milan have their second corner now. He's shooting! Decent enough try. Aim forwards. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Conte. Kajiolu. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Back in possession and ready to go again. Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Torres. And the shot! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
And we hit half-time. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
David Villa. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Danielson will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Decent hit! And it's in! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Beckham demonstrated...
Great hit! Yes! And surely that settles it.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Substitution on the field. Number 17, Kadiolu.
So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Number 23.
Milan find a position of real strength now.
Number 11.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Number 21, Erling Haaland.
Driving on and making good progress.
Musiala. Number 22.
He's got plenty of space out wide here.
The attendance for this
Climbs up big! He scores! And they are right back within touch!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So is this the start of a comeback? Roberto Carlos spots it and intercepts. David Villa. Roberto Carlos. Rudiger tries to clear.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Havertz. Musiala. That is a great ball. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Beckenbauer is there to clear. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Haaland. Cafu kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Danielson. He could be in here. David Villa! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Substitution on the field. Number 24, Mbappe. Coming on the field is number 25, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge.
Danielson! He should have put that one away.
Well, he's looked very lively. He really wants to put this game to bed. This is what good chemistry is all about.
Musiala.
Added minute
Havertz.
has been indicated.
Time added on 4 minutes. He can run onto that.
Maradona really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
What a throw in. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot.
Hello,
Without a
everybody,
doubt, it
and
is the
welcome
week's
to
most
today's match.
eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. And as you can see, we've already stopped. And he's let fly! It's their first effort on goal.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding.
Tries a shot! It's there!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Jordi Alba. Oh, what a climb! Oh no, it's an own goal!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Stood up well to him there.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Jordi Alba. Header! Sticks it away! And just like that, he's into double figures now. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
This is the time you need that pace.
Del Piero. Jordi Alba. He gets big. Oh, just needed a better contact.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
Pass somewhat off target. Makaleli. Kajolu has found the net here, of course. Rummenigge.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Now it's Darwin.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
And he lines up a cross. Can he finish? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Nunez's cross. And it's hoisted clear. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
There will be 3 minutes
We
added
are
time.
into stoppage time. He's played him through. Oh, he's been... And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Has another go! And it's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, that defence is perplexed.
There's the whistle for half-time.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far, I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
बता सकते हो कौन देख
That
रहा
has
है?
been a goal-blessed
दूसरा
half.
बंदा कौन
It
है?
is 3-1.
पहला तो मैं ही हूँ, दूसरा बंदा कौन देख रहा है?
Substitution.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Bergkamp. He's gone for goal. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Bergkamp clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Up he goes! I've fallen kindly here. Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
I think his face smacks of disbelief as opposed to disappointment. He thought he was about to score.
And that should get the job done. Great chance! And he's managed to get rid. Conte.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's a good ball out wide.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Up for a header! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2 then. Adams gets it away.
The attendance for this match was
And now a sudden chance to counter.
71,898.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Olise. Olise! They've scored! Right back in the game! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, and all engineered, Peter, by some smart running and movement. That's already something to admire, but how about the pass? Just wonderful, loved it.
Substitution on the field. Number 25.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. This is threatening to become a really good game.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
Conte. Coming on the field. Number 13. Owen. Number 21.
Costa Curta.
Haaland. Number 42.
Now it's Bergkamp.
Musiala.
Pinches it off him. Musiala, a player who
Number
needs
22.
no introduction.
Xabi Alonso.
Getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Makaleli. Vinicius Junior. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Makalele. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Owen is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. And here's Bergkamp. Great challenge, time to perfection.
Now there's a great block, if ever there was one.
And that could set him on his way.
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
And they're back on the ball again. Well read, nice interception. Kimmich. Makalele. And that is that. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Terrific recovery. A really fine win, that, Jim Beglin.
Well, I've just got to give them great credit for the win.
Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. As you can see, we've already started here. David Villa. Luis Garcia. And he's managed to get free. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, beautifully shaped ball.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. And now they can spring out of defence. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Havertz. And reclaimed it in a trice. And it's Jordi Alba. Ball's gone out of play. Jordi Alba. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Shevchenko! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Shevchenko really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And he's there to belt it away. India are looking to go forward now. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Half an hour played now. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Makaleli. Played out towards the right wing. Havertz. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Luis Garcia. De Bruyne. There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. White is looking to influence the game from out wide. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
India clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And they've got rid. White. And it's half-time here. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break.
Outside the stadium gate. Kindly remove it.
After 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Amrabat, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
That's a shade optimistic. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Shevchenko under intense pressure.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Amrabat. Now it's Havertz. And that's been intercepted.
The attendance for this
Wriggles
match
his
was
way through.
71,649.
Roberto Carlos. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Tries to get it clear. Out of play for a throw.
Substitution on the field. Number 18, Shevchenko. Number 29.
He's in space and looking for options.
Number 9.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being.
Number 23.
Neymar.
Del Piero.
Here's Roberto
Coming on the
Carlos.
field, Number 13.
And it's De Bruyne.
Owen. Number 19.
Played back in.
Number 22.
And he was alert to it.
Xabi Alonso.
India really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
Substitutions taking place.
Xabi Alonso. Kajolu. And there's his chance to lead the counter.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Rodri. Neymar. That is good alertness. India have their second corner now. Cleared away. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's going for goal! Oh, that is outstanding! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Finally, the deadlock is broken!
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance. India have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, it's been their hard work that has got them this lead, but I just wonder whether they can keep it up. This may take a toll now. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
And he's intervened well there. And he's only too happy to take that back. Xabi Alonso. Now it's Owen. And the pass is intercepted. And that will be it. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end. Your final thoughts, Jim?
I suppose they might admit to not having the best 90 minutes of possession with the ball, but they were harried continually.
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this. It's there!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Neymar. Maradona. It's Maradona! He has hit that forcefully.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Kluivert unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And here's Neymar. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Kajolu. Mateus. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Now it's Neymar. Rummenigge. Great hit! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Bgmi clears it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's shifting through the gears here. Now it's Neymar. He's got the shot away! Now who's going to be first to this? And that has been clubbed away. And that's been won straight back. Maradona. Cleared without hesitation. Costa Curta. Danger averted for now.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Mateus. Now it's Shevchenko. Now it's Del Piero. Oh, that's a key interception. That has been slung wide. Maradona. Oh, well played, well played. Del Piero. Oh, he just refused to budge, and he's got his way.
Added time.
Jordi Alba. And the pass is intercepted. And the first 45 minutes are up. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And, well, there was a genuine flow about the game. Most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs.
हाँ भाई खेलने आने का वही पूछ रहा था
1-0.
बीजीएमआई खेलने आ रहे क्या
Positives to take despite the lead being so
अच्छा
small,
ठीक है
Peter.
ठीक
I
चल
think playing well, good energy. A little more composure up front, perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Leading 1-0 at the break.
Substitution on the field. Number 18.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Number 13.
Well, if you're ahead,
Hello, हाँ
it's a
भाई,
good time to
BGMI
start
खेलना आ
moving
रहा
the
है?
ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a
अच्छा
bit
अच्छा,
more.
कभी आएगा फिर? ठीक है चलो, चल भाई.
And it's Jordi Alba. Now it's Owen. Played out to the right. There will be a throw-in. Kluivert. Del Piero. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Rummenigge. Makaleli. Owen. Jordi Alba. It's gone out for a throw-in. And he's managed to gift it back. Being still separated by the game's only goal. Maldini. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
649.
And that's a great chance! He scores! They are right back in business.
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has. That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Substitution on the field. Number 25.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Del Piero.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Number 42.
No way through.
Number 2.
Costa Curta.
Joshua Kimmich. Substitution.
Vinicius Junior. Beckham. Now it's Messi. Now it's Owen. That pass has been well intercepted. He's picked his way through. Terrific header! And yes, it's there! Into the lead once more. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Well, this is what we've been... Haaland! He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
And it's Messi. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Messi could try cutting inside here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. I think we're just about done here. He won't be happy with that one. And that's gone loose. Mbappe. Well, that is commitment to the cause. The message is simple: defend this with your lives. Cleared away.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
He's having a hit! Oh, that's wonderful alertness. That's a good run down the left. And that will be the final act. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride.
This is a simulation game set in a virtual world and does not represent real life. Please play in moderation, take frequent breaks, and play responsibly. This is a simulation game set in a virtual world and does not represent real life. Please play in moderation, take frequent breaks, and play responsibly. This is a simulation game set in a virtual world and does not represent real life. Please play in moderation, take frequent breaks, and play responsibly.
hả Trâm. चलो बाय बाय गाइस.